Sorry this video is so late in coming. It's a month since the last one. Well, it's more than a month. And that was only a short, just showing the sunrise on the 1st of July. So this video really is just to say what's been happening for the last month. I haven't got an awful lot to show.
Because he hasn't been here?
No, I haven't been here. I've been working elsewhere and we've had a lot of problems this month with the van. It's cost a lot of money. Just when I say a lot of money, not a huge amount of money, but when you're not earning English wages and you're sort of living month to month, it takes a big chunk out buying parts. First of all, we had to replace the two back wheel bearings on the van, and then the alternator went, so I've had to replace the alternator as well. And all of those things, they're not expensive, but they're not cheap either.
And then they say it comes in threes, and the freezer's gone.
Now the freezer's not working properly, so that's something else we'll have to
eventually
get at some point. We have got another freezer, but this is a sort of integrated one, so you've got fridge at the top and freezer at the bottom, so it's probably not running very efficiently now because the freezer part sort of semi-freezes, so we can't have anything in it, but you can't turn it off separate to the top part, so at some point we need to get a fridge. We've probably got enough freezer space in the other one not to worry about getting another freezer. So this is what we've been doing for the last month or so. So I'm driving back from Silistra. We went and saw Adam and Lynn last night, stayed and watched the sunset. On our way home, my back wheel bearing in the van was completely disintegrated. But we're kind of stuck because we're out in the middle of nowhere. So I've driven into town to try and find some parts, or find the parts, and they can get them, but they can't get them until tomorrow. So I'm driving back. I'm literally driving along at sort of not much more than walking pace. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but this sounds awful. It's metal on metal. It's completely gone. Every now and again the van gets a wobble on and I'm waiting for the wheel to fall off. If I can just get home, I've got all the tools, I can do it. Just means I'm going to have to try and get a taxi or something tomorrow to get into Silistra to get the rear wheel bearing at some point. I'm just hoping I can get the van home, because that's where all the tools are to do the job. So here we go, we got a wobble on again. Right, better get both hands back on the wheel. Well, I've got about 10 kilometres to go. I'm doing 15 miles an hour. Every now and again the wheel bearing's making an awful noise. It's shaking the van around. Luckily I've actually ordered wheel hubs, so it's basically the whole unit, so even if it disintegrates, it doesn't really matter. It hasn't got a shaft that it's going to knacker or anything like that. It's just whether I can get home without the wheel dropping off. Anyway, I thought I'd give you because I'm going so slow, it's not a problem filming. I thought I'd show you a little bit of what Bulgaria is looking like at the moment. So I'm going to turn the camera around. It's very much like southern England to look at in this area. So here we go, Harley's still out, and there's, well, you'll see in a minute, there's loads of sunflowers all starting to bloom now. I'll put it back on when it comes to the sunflowers. Wheel bearing's gone a bit quiet again for the moment. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's been extremely hot for a couple of weeks. Well, probably 3 weeks now. Oh, the van's got a wobble on again. Oh, here we go. And it's smoothed again. The nice thing in Bulgaria, it's unlike Spain, it doesn't go completely brown and burnt off. Even though it's been hot, it tends to stay quite green. So here's the sunflowers, all starting to bloom. I have to keep putting the camera down, otherwise they think I'm going slow because I'm filming. That's a new hub put on this side. I didn't think about filming it, but I've decided, because obviously that went, so the other side's probably going to go at the same time. There's the box for the replacement. They were 120 levs each for it's basically the whole hub. It's not worth trying to change the bearings themselves, trying to press them out and everything. It's just not worth it. So you buy the whole hub like that. So I'm now going to replace the one on the other side as well. Just makes sense. One side's gone, chances are the other side will go. So I'm in the process of doing this side. If I had a bit more money, I'd have probably done the brake shoes and everything all at the same time, but I haven't. So I'm just literally doing the hubs. Should get this finished takes about an hour to do. Well, it depends how easy the hub comes off. Usually it can be less. I reckon that would take about half an hour to do this. Well, I've managed to get it off and the new one in. I've still got to tighten it all up. That was a lot more difficult than I thought, because the flipping brake pipe wouldn't undo. It's actually seized solid, so that's going to be a fun job when it eventually gets around to needing the brake pipes replacing. When it gets to that point, I might just get a new dust cap, or this dust cover here, and a new cylinder, and just redo that, because I don't think that pipe's going to come undone. But for now, that's fine. So I'm just going to do this up, put the brake shoe back on, and good to go for a few more 1,000 miles hopefully. So that's it. 2 new wheel bearings on, or 2 new hubs. So now I'm going to go and test it by going to the local shop in Bogorovo and getting a beer. Hopefully it's going to be a lot quieter and nicer ride now. Good little van, it served us well. So this is on the back road going to our village from Alfata, or Alfata. And I keep seeing these caves and I keep meaning to go and have a look. So I've got a spare 10 minutes, so I'm going to go and have a quick look and see exactly what they are. I'm going to turn the camera back off for a second because I've got to try and wheel my way down through all this rubbish to get there. Always worried I'm going to come across some snakes doing this sort of thing. They make plenty of noise. Oh look, litter, what a surprise. Right, let's see if I can get round here. Oh, it's quite a decent size. Not the place you want to be when there's an earthquake. But then again, it's probably been here for hundreds of thousands of years, so way my luck goes, I'll be here the one day it collapses. People obviously been up here partying, little fire. There's lots of these in this area. I showed on an earlier video the rock monastery. So this is a similar sort of thing, but not as high up and not as dramatic. Still nice though. Beautiful this time of year. This is a lovely valley through here. Sort of place you can sit and count the cars. Although it's not exactly a busy road, but it is a sort of road between two main towns, but it's still very, very quiet. So the only other thing I have been doing this month, apart from working elsewhere and fixing the van, is I've made a start on the cheese cellar. But I'm going to put that in the next video, because I hopefully would have finished it by then. I can just show the whole project sort of from start to finish. Also, hopefully that it won't be so long. It would be a week or 2 weeks time when I post that one up. So the only other thing we've got to say really is
it's hot.
It's hot, but something else.
Oh yeah, today is our second daughter Neve's 30th birthday.
Yeah.
So that's 2 out of their 20s now.
Yeah. We've got 2 in the 30s. Oh dear.
2 in their 30s. So happy birthday, Neve.
Happy birthday, Neve. Hope Mark's spoiling you.
And the boys, and Willow.
Yep.
I think that's it. Yeah, we've got feeder coming out again at the end of the month.
Yep.
Countdown's on.
Yeah, we've had quite a nice month with visits and things.
Yeah, we've had friends over and we've been to see friends, and we've got a few more events sort of like.
Yeah. Oh, social us. We've probably seen more people this last month than we've seen
in 2 years.
In 2 years. But
yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have company, and
yeah, and it's nice when you have, you know, to make a day off and just try and do nothing but entertain or be entertained, rather than I always do some sort of work during the day. Can't help myself, but yeah, that forces you to have a decent day off. So right,
I think that's it. Yeah.
Goodbye from me.
Bye from me.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.